Well, today is the day that Nintendo finally released some details about the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out. And you might not believe this, but some of you might believe it. Let me know what you guys think. They said on June 5th, the Nintendo Switch will be coming out at $450. Now, I went and I Googled how much is the old Nintendo Switch. Well, the old Nintendo Switch with OLED is $350. So them raising the price $100, not that big of a deal, especially with, inflation and price parts going up and so on and so forth. The $100 increase is not really that much. In my opinion, almost $500 for a Nintendo Switch is a little crazy. I'm not too big about the product. I love Nintendo Wii, but then once it started getting outside Nintendo Wii, it just kind of got stale. It kind of got boring. It got dumb. And just really wasn't for me. Let me know what you guys think. What Nintendo did you enjoy the most? Some of the specs that are included in the $450 price, you got 1080p, 120 hertz, a 7.9-inch LCD screen. You got Joy-Con controllers with mouse-like functions, which I think they've always had those. And then you got a 256 gig of storage, which I'm sure isn't much. And you got a 4K output via the dock. If you put it on the dock, you got 4K. Awesome. If you're out and about, 1080p. Okay. One thing that I did find interesting is GameCube games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online. And you also will get a dedicated controller for that I'm sure you're going to have to pay separate for. I mean, that could open up the door for a lot of cool things. Maybe Simpsons Road Rage. Maybe Fight for New York, Def Jam. Who knows? There's a lot of classics that were on GameCube. So that right there might be an interesting thing. I gotta see the library that they're gonna release before we get into that. And then Nintendo showed off a couple of the games, the Metroid Prime. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been a Metroid person. Even on the regular Nintendo, I never really got into that game. So that one was like, meh. But then they got the Switch 2 exclusive Mario Kart World. Now, Mario Kart, in my opinion, was awesome on the Wii, and then it kind of lost its luster as the time went on. Mario Kart on the Wii was probably peak for me. But here is the ultimate kicker. Not only did you raise the price of the console by $100, the Nintendo Switch 2 games are going to be more expensive. Meaning, like, even the Nintendo subscription will probably go up as well. So everything's gonna just start going up. But one thing that I didn't like when I read this, the Nintendo Switch 2 games are gonna be more expensive. Why? Why are they gonna be more expensive? They're not even that good. Why are games getting more expensive when they're not even that good? I don't understand, and I don't like that. So right now, the Nintendo Switch games are $59.99. I think that's a fair price. Nothing wrong with that price, not bad at all. But Nintendo displayed the price for Mario Kart World that will launch on June 5th for $80. Now keep in mind, that's a base game. That's a base game. You're not getting DLC content. You're not getting whatever they're going to throw at it. So the base is $80. Is it going to go up to $200 to get the deluxe? Who knows? But $80. So when you think about it and you're like, okay, well, if Nintendo Switch 2 is raising their game prices by $80 and all these rumors about GTA 6 being $100, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that was gonna happen. But when you got Mario Kart World getting dropped for $80, it kind of makes you wonder, what if GTA 6 base game is $100? That would be insane. I mean, gaming is becoming a very expensive thing, which it never used to be. It used to be one of those things, like if you were kind of a broke person or whatever, your parents would muster up all their money, buy you a console, get you some games, you were good. You were legit. And then you didn't have to spend no money. Everything was good to go. But nowadays, everything is so goddamn expensive, it's not even funny anymore. $80 for Mario Kart, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza is coming out. That's gonna be $70. base game. I mean, what do you guys think about gaming? Is gaming getting too expensive? Is gaming getting outrageous? I mean, are you gonna pre-order the Nintendo Switch too? I mean, yeah, it's all black. Yeah, you get a bigger screen. Yeah, you get 4K. $100 extra. I don't really see that being, too much. But the games, $80, and they're picking and choosing by the popularity of the IP. So I'm sure if they drop a Zelda game, that'll be $80. A Mario game, $80. Something that's off-brand, maybe $70. So you're paying for IPs that have been around since the Stone Age at $80 a pop. Not to mention the deluxes that might be $100 a pop. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think Nintendo Switch games are even worth that. I think the $60 price is good enough. You don't need to go above and beyond that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of a loss for words. I am not going to get the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm just not a fan. I haven't been a fan since the Nintendo Wii, but that's just me. I'm Jackknife Finnegan. Subscribe, like, and comment for more gaming news.